What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, the live stream, it's actually still going, but the live stream happened for the crossover, but it was mostly an SAO live stream, Sword Art Online, if you don't know what SAO is. But we did get the information on the Tales side for what's going to be happening with the collab with Tales and SAO in Tales of the Rays. The collab is basically happening between three games. It's Tales of the Rays, Sword Art Online Unleashed Blading, and Sword Art Online Integral Factor. Those three games are crossing over with each of the... So basically, both the SAO games are getting Tales stuff, and the one Tales game is getting SAO stuff. Kind of weird they didn't do Asteria, but maybe Asteria has some stuff going on. They didn't want to do a collab with that. But we do have a PV to go over. This 2-minute PV has to do all with what's happening in Rays. I do believe that this is going to be a two-parter. I don't think everything is going to drop at the same time because there are a total of 8 new Mirage Arts that are going to be in this. So I expect they're going to split it probably 4 and 4. Realistically, it could very well... I don't know how they're going to do it. I could definitely see them doing, like, all 4 of the collab Mirage Arts for the Tales characters as, like, part 2. And then doing the 4 new Mirage Arts we have for the SAO characters as part 1. And we are getting something completely brand new in Tales of the Rays when it comes to collab stuff. But let's just go over everything, and I will pause as we're kind of going through it to talk about what we're getting. And of course, I'll make a separate video about the Unleashed Blading stuff. That's why I have these other tabs open. So there you go. We've got our key visual here. This is actually the key visual for like all 3 of the just the collaboration in general. Like you actually see this art on all 3 kind of collab videos that they made. It's very cool art. I like it. You know, Kirito and Alphen. Obviously, they know if we go by Arise lore, they do know each other. I guess Arise spoilers. I guess it's technically canon to the Arise game that Kirito and Asuna do go into the Arise world. So I would not be surprised if the event in Rays, and then as well as the event in the other games, if Alphen and Kirito do remember each other. So first they're basically saying, you know, this was part 1. This was the first collab. Obviously, this collab is like almost 4 years old at this point. It did come out around this time in 2018. So they're obviously going to rerun this stuff as well. You know, the Kirito and Asuna original Mirage Arts, as well as the 3 other collab Mirage Arts we got the first time for Melina, Rita, and who was the third one? Oh, Colette as Yuki. Now for the new stuff. So Alice is going to be our first new character with this collab. Obviously, they are going for an Alicization theme with this part 2. So very, very cool that she's going to be added to the game. As well as our boy Yu-Gi-Oh! I wasn't sure if they were going to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Adis, because Adis is the original character for Unleashed Blading. But it makes sense that they'll do this since there is multiple SAO games being collabed with. So it makes sense. Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know, they are the 2 kind of main characters for Alicization. So they are going to be our 2 new characters for this collab. So very, very cool. You can make a full team of SAO characters now in Rays. Oh, I just realized something. Let's go back. Kirito right there, that is not his normal 5-star. That's an ability that he uses in Alicization. So he's probably also getting a new 5-star as well. Which I could see a lot of people getting upset that Sword Art Online is getting more treatment. Because I think the only other character with a second 5-star at this point is Haruka from Idolmaster. I think she has 2 5-stars. I don't remember if anyone else does. But we're going to go into what he also could be getting more. So cool, they're going to show off the Mirage Art for Yu-Gi-Oh! But we're not done yet. Kirito and Asuna are getting new mirror jarts. This is what I was talking about with this is the first time ever a collab character getting a second mirror jar. At first, I thought this like, okay, maybe it's form changes, maybe it's, which it still very well could be, I guess. But as we know now, even form changes, you can just take the form change mirror jar and put it on the normal character. I don't think these are form changes, though. I think this is just going to be a second mirror jar, which is kind of good for them to start doing, you know, especially if this is going to be a consistent thing. Okay, so that's going to be Asuna's artwork. This is obviously from the end of the Alicization arc when they stay behind. And then, of course, the mirroring artwork is going to be Kirito right here. Nothing too crazy with the artwork, but it's fine. And then, of course, that's the same cut-in as the normal Kirito. That's what tells me this is probably the same Kirito. And then we're going to see his mirror art. Very cool. So that means Kirito, at least Kirito, I assume both Kirito and Asuna will be getting new mirror jarts and new 5 stars probably. They're probably both going to get one of each, like, more. So the first banner is probably going to be Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, they're, you know, whatever they get. And then, of course, Kirito and Asuna will also, so the banner will be the 4 of them. And then, of course, I'm sure the old stuff for Kirito and Asuna will be on that banner as well. But we still have collab mirror jarts to go over. So Law as Kirito, you can see him in his in Kirito's kind of like Knight Academy like instructor uniform. So very cool there. Rinwell is getting Sinon as Solus, you know, the goddess Solus. We are getting Estelle as Asuna as Stacia. And we are getting Grune, or Grune, I'm not sure how you're supposed to say it. Even though I played Legendy, I'm not sure about the pronunciation. As Lifa, you know, as Terraria. So very, very cool there. Seeing Law with swords, though, is kind of hilarious. And there you go. That is our collab on Tales of the Rays. So we have 4 new mirror jarts for collab characters, and we have 4 new mirror jarts for these characters. So it's going to be pretty big. Like I said, I don't think everything's going to be dropping at once. Whatever part 1 is going to be dropping tomorrow. I actually don't know. They could have posted more on Twitter already, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But we know at least part 1 is going to be dropping tomorrow. Actually, you know what? This will, let me see something real quick. I'm just going to open a different tab and look real quick. Okay, they posted the trailer. There's a retweet campaign. But yeah, there's no, they haven't posted anything about what specifically. It's probably going to be in-game. Before the event starts, I will obviously go over, or as it goes live in-game, I will go over it. But, so yeah, so part 1's probably going to be these 4, unless they really do just drop everything at once, but I just don't see them doing that for multiple reasons. First reason is, we have no more events slated for the rest of the month, so I already kind of pictured that this was going to be a 2-part event. So I do think the only other way I see them doing this is splitting them up. You know, maybe we get Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh! On one banner, and then we get 2 of these characters on a banner. Not together, like they really don't do that from what I recall. I don't remember. Actually, you know what? Can we check? I want to just check real quick. Quests, events. Let's go, because I know the last time we had an event like this with this much content, that was a 2-part event, I believe was the Slayers event, for the Slayers collab. So let's go ahead and look at that if I can find, okay, so right here, yes, can we look at when stuff dropped, though? Like the banners and stuff like that? Okay, new characters. I don't know if we can actually look at banners here. Either way, it's not a huge deal. I'm not going to spend, you know, all day kind of figuring this out. But long story short, it's probably going to be a two-part collab. However they decide to split these 8 characters, it's going to be split, you know, 2 ways most likely. So we'll have one event. The first event will probably just be a normal story event, I would guess. Or it'll be a raid event first. And then the second one will probably be a normal story event. But there's a lot kind of here. Obviously, my main priority is going to be getting the Mirage Arts for these 4. The 2 new ones for Kirito and Asuna. And then, of course, the new ones for, or obviously new ones for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Alice. And if I'm able to get those done, then I will, of course, summon for these as well. Law would be a really good one for me to have. I only have 1 Mirage Art for him. Same thing with Grun. I would love to have hers, but I just would love to have all of them in general. So we'll have to see what kind of happens with that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. This is going to be a very packed collab, which I'm happy about because obviously, rightfully so, it's been 4 years since the Part 1 collab. And, you know, and also nice, Kirito and Asuna will finally get their second skits unlocked. Because obviously they never reran it after implementing the skit function, or the second skits, you know, with the bond system. So we never had a chance to get those second skits, because why would they add them in? But, yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let me know what you guys think down below. Have a wonderful day, everyone.